Hello, scrapbookers. This is Megan, and I am back today with a new layout for you. I know it's been probably about a week or so since I posted a layout, so I'm super excited to be bringing you today's video. So this one is super special because I am throwing a hop for my 41st birthday celebration, which my 41st birthday is tomorrow, but we are hopping along today with a bunch of ladies from YouTube and Instagram. So I will have a playlist down below with all of the videos in the playlist from all of us that are hopping along. And then I will also have a list of all of the accounts that you need to go to see all of the Instagram layouts. So I do have a lot of ladies following along with me today and hopping along with me. So I am super duper excited. Okay, so let's jump into this layout. Oh, also, we're celebrating my 10 years on YouTube, which is just crazy that I've hit 10 years. I honestly can't even believe it. It's crazy that it's been that long. Part of it feels like it's been longer, but then the other part of it is like it has not been 10 years. Like, there's no way. But anyway, let's jump into the layout. So I am doing a recipe challenge for today's layout. The first thing that everybody needed to pick was either one of my layouts or a sketch that I've made, and use that sketch or layout. So I decided to use one of my old layouts for inspiration, and I am so in love with what I made. My style has definitely changed a lot since I made this layout. So I just thought it was really interesting to do this layout, because the one that I end up making is totally completely different, which it's crazy because I don't know, I didn't think I could make it look that different, but I did. Okay, so I think the second thing was for, what was it? Crap, now I'm questioning. I should have printed it off, but I didn't have time to print it off. Oh, it was for 2 stamps, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. So I picked out 2 different stamps from Close to My Heart, of course, because they have my heart, even though they're going out of business. And it says, let me grab my layout. Let's see. It says, I think you're kind of cute and I kind of like you a little bit. And then the second stamp says, okay, maybe a lot. And I just thought that was so cute. And then these photos, the photos that I'm going to use, because the third thing in the recipe calls for 3 photos. And I picked out 3 different photos of Tinian that I just absolutely loved for different reasons. They are really good photos. So I am working on getting my background ready now, and these are the 3 photos that I have picked out. So I'm going to cut them down to be closer to the same size, and then I'm also going to mat them on paper. So recipe piece number 3 was 3 photos. Recipe piece number 4 is 4 pattern papers. So I have this one that I'm pulling out right here. That's 1. My background paper, that's 2. And then, let's see. 3 is I'm going to mat my photos on this blue, navy blue piece of paper that you see that I just pulled out, the darker one. And then the 4th one is going to be actually branding strips from some of the paper. So I kind of cheated on that one a little bit, but it's okay. I'm totally flowing with it and accepting it for what it is. Sometimes you make up rules and then you break them, or you just make them work for you, which I did tell the ladies that are playing along with me. Someone asked a question and I was like, you interpret it the way you want to. Like, I'm all about your own interpretation. So if I say you need to at least have 6 embellishments, you could totally have 10 embellishments, but it at least has to be 6, like totally whatever you want to interpret it as. And so I don't remember exactly what her question was. But I was like, you do you. Totally. I am all about just scrappy love, staying true to who you are, all of that. So here you can see I decided to mat the photos on this navy blue paper. I'm going to cut down this little one of Tinian, and because it is smaller than the other two, I decided to pull out this black piece of paper from my scraps, and I'm just going to put a little tiny mat around the photo, and then it'll fit better on the navy blue paper. So I'm really, really just loving how this layout totally came together. It worked out so well, and here is where I'm deciding, instead of doing the, I think on the scrap lift layout that I picked, it was like banner embellishment pieces or something like that. And so instead of doing that, I decided to bring in this pattern paper that had the cameras on it. And I really do love that, like the pink and the yellow. It makes the navy blue just kind of pop off the page. Then now here I am deciding whether I want the pink stamps or the blue stamps. And in the end, I decided to go with the pink. I was kind of thinking, maybe I'll do one of them pink and one of them blue. So here I'm cutting out a blue stamp that says, okay, maybe a lot. But in the end, I am just going to use the pink. And I really do love how that looks. So let's see. Recipe number 5 was 5 buttons. So you can see up there in the top right hand corner of my layout, I do have a ton of buttons sitting there. Then 6 embellishments. 7, what was it? I think it was 7 was, I think, a stencil. And then 8 was, I want to say it was like glitter paste or some sort of like mixed media item. And then the 9th one was sequins or enamel dots. And then number 10, now I'm totally drawing a blank what number 10 was. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I hit all of the boxes and checked them all off. So I don't remember what number 10 was. I'm the worst. Anyway, you can go back and check it. Excuse me. And you can see what number 10 was. I know it's going to be something simple, and I'm going to be like, duh. But yeah, anyway. Okay, so now that I've cut out the stamps and I matted them on the black paper as well, now I am going to start making the bottom embellishment. And I apologize, I did not realize my layout was pushed down so far, so you don't even really get to see what I do in that embellishment area until the end of the layout. So I apologize about that. here is where I am going to bring in my glitter paste. I am using this blue glitter paste from Brutus Monroe, and I don't remember which one it was. So, and I apologize. My phone is like, my computer is making all sorts of noises. Okay, I have glitter glaze from Brutus Monroe in Hyacinth. And I pulled out this triangle stencil from my stash, and I am just going to do 2 rows of this triangle stencil, and I really love how easy and simple this was. And this is what I love about adding mixed media to layouts, is it doesn't have to be super intense, because I'm just not really a super intense mixed media person. I do very minimal, and I do love the way that it looks. There will be some layouts that I go all out, but for the most part, I keep it very minimal. And this works out so well. So I think right now I'm going to start gluing everything down. So I think this layout took me about an hour, maybe a little bit over an hour. Oh, I am going to bring in the doilies. So the layout that I am scrap lifting had 1 doily, and it was kind of a medium size-ish one. Well, I was going through my doilies, and I just really didn't like just the small ones. So I finally found one that was huge, like a big one, this one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it in half and put it underneath the photos. And then I'm also going to grab one of the gold doilies, this one right here. And I'm going to cut that one in half and put that on there as well. And that worked out really well. I also kind of thought about adding up another area with the doilies, but in the end I decided not to do that because I thought it kind of took away from the whole layout. It didn't help your eye flow around the layout. It kind of like trapped you up at the top. So I am going to glue down the doily and the photos, and then also the pattern papers to the right and the left of the photos. I hope that you will hop along. There will be a playlist link down below where you can click on that link and it will take you through all of the videos. They all should be posted up by now, and I'm so excited to see everybody's layouts and just have so much fun with this exciting celebration hop. So now here I am going to be gluing this side down, and I apologize about all the noise. Oh my God, of course the noisiest cars have to be going through my neighborhood right now. So yeah, I'm sorry, I apologize about that. So now I'm going to start gluing down the photos. I think I'm almost done. Just going to glue down the photos, and I'm going to glue down the 2 stamps that I ended up using. And then I'm going to work on the embellishment down in the bottom, the embellishment cluster at the bottom. So I've got 3 embellishment clusters, and I really, really love the placement of them. It's like a triangle on the layout, which that does help your eyes flow around the whole layout, right? Okay, so now I'm going to just start gluing everything down. I'm going to pull out 5 or 6 buttons, and then I'm going to also bring in enamel dots. And I didn't tell you guys, this collection is Shamel Lane's new collection, which I'm so excited about. It's called Main Character Energy, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I also just saw Paige Evans's new collection that's coming out, and oh my God, I am so excited about that one. It's called Adventurous, and I'm just like, oh my God, I need this collection too. So just a little bit exciting. But here, I apologize again. I did not realize my camera was down so low. So I am just adding in a couple of pattern papers and branding strips to make a little cluster down here at the bottom. And then I'm also going to add, there we go, now you can see it. I'm going to add a couple of buttons and a few stickers and one heart enamel dot from this collection. And this is where I decided, I wasn't sure if I was going to use both blue and red buttons on this layout. Actually pink, not red. And so I decided to pull out pink and red, and then I did actually end up using both of those colors. So it just worked out really well. So now here you can see I'm adding the Chamel enamel dots and just kind of placing those around. So you were supposed to use at least 9 enamel dots or sequins. And I did end up using, I believe, 9. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. So I used exactly 9. And I did actually end up doing 6 buttons. Okay, so now here I'm just thinking, okay, for the last thing, I think the only thing I didn't really do was add embellishments. And so I need to add at least 6 embellishments. So I'm going to add a butterfly in each one of the clusters. 2 of them are going to be from the sticker sheet, and then the third butterfly, because I didn't really like the other ones that were on the sticker sheet, I decided to cut out from the pattern paper. And so that is also going to be part of my 4th pattern paper that I used. I kind of forgot that I needed to use 4 pattern papers, and I had only by this point cut up or used 3 of them. So I'm just going to glue that butterfly up there, and that is going to work out really well. I think also with, I'm not sure if it was the branding strip from the butterfly paper or if it was from a different paper, but I am going to add on a branding strip underneath the photos, and that could also count as my 4th pattern. So here I'm just kind of hemming and hawing and trying to decide if I'm done yet. I do bring in a couple more stickers from the sticker sheet. So I have this one that says Stay Wild, and then I'm also going to do 3 arrows, 1 in each of the clusters. And then that is it for this layout. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoy this hop. Make sure to comment on each of the videos, and I will pick a winner to get a little something special from my stash. I hope that you guys have a great scrappy day. Bye.